That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Star Wars kind of surprised everybody when they announced that they were going to be doing a Mandalorian movie. Surprised in a sense that there were 18 other movies they announced that have never actually made. And also surprised because, well, that's your Disney Plus series. And John Favreau said already prior to any announcement about a Mandalorian movie, John Favreau already said he wrote season 4. So what's going on? Well, they decided to announce the movie, and a lot of people have been assuming that we would still get a season 4 after that. However, according to a report, and I want to emphasize, this is a report that's floating around out there. Nobody at Lucasfilm has confirmed this. Nobody at Disney has confirmed this. John Favreau has not confirmed this. Just keep that in mind. But there is a report going around on a few outlets that there is not going to be a Mandalorian season 4. That the Mandalorian movie is going to be it for the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian may still pop up in other Star Wars properties, but there's not going to be any more Mandalorian stuff. This comes to us from the folks over at The Direct who wrote this. According to reporting from insider Daniel Richmond, who again is sometimes right, sometimes wrong, so take it with a grain of salt, the upcoming Mandalorian movie is being seen as the final chapter in the beloved Disney Plus show. I have also confirmed the Mandalorian movie will be the final chapter of the show, no season 4. He will be in other projects, but after that, The Mandalorian will be over. All right. So I have a couple of thoughts. On the one hand, if this is true, and by the way, we're just going to now carry on a conversation as if this is true, but please understand, this is coming from a source that is many times been right, sometimes been wrong, so who knows. But for the sake of the discussion, let's just assume it's correct for now. On the one hand, there's a part of me that's kind of sad because I really like The Mandalorian and I love Baby Yoda and I love the orbital characters in there as well. On the other hand, Mandalorian has lost steam. The first season was brilliant. I personally like the second season more than most people do because a lot of people forget, a lot of people weren't really liking season 2 until the last episode when Luke showed up and all of a sudden all was forgiven. I personally did like season 2, but that's just me. But then season 3, while it certainly had its moments, it really did, had some great moments. Season 3 overall was, to me, a significant drop in quality. And I'm glad in a sense that they're doing the movie because I wasn't satisfied with just the last shot of Mando sitting on the ranch and little Baby Yoda, playing with the sticks or whatever it was he was doing at the end. So I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. I am. The one really good thing to me, though, if this report is true, is one of my biggest fears about them making this Mandalorian movie was it was going to be nothing but a big Disney Plus commercial. Oh, because the movie's going to end. It's like, what happens next? Better subscribe to Disney Plus so you can tune in and watch Mandalorian season 4. And that's always been, if you guys have watched my show, that's always been my biggest fear, that they were going to use this movie as nothing but a spit and mud kind of slapped together promo for Disney Plus. If it is indeed true that they're not going to do a season 4, that at least tells me that they are truly putting all their energy and effort not to promote the show, but to make the best movie possible. Doesn't mean it's going to work, but at least tells me that that's what they're aiming for. So if this report is true, Chris, I think overall, I think it's probably a good decision for them to do, especially if we're still going to see Mando later and probably by extension Grogu, unless they have the balls to kill Grogu in the movie.
How dare you?
Ooh. Anyway.
Keep my son's name out of your mouth.
Word is, first 20 minutes he dies.
First 15 minutes.
I hate everyone in this room except for you, Ray.
Thank you.
What do you think about this report, Chris? What stands out to you?
It makes sense. This is a very logical report of, we had 3 seasons in a movie. That's it. We're done. There we go. Especially if he's going to be a tertiary character who pops up in other things, which works really well for The Mandalorian. Grogu, we do still have some questions about what happens between now and the films we've had recently of the Jedi Order and where he factors into this.
Yeah, why was there no Jedi out there? Yeah.
Why don't we have a Grogu?
He dies.
If he dies, I will be so so angry.
The frog's mother comes and finds him and says, "You ate my kids." and
Honestly,
kills
only
him.
acceptable way for him to die.
Is that it? That's the only good way that
If
works.
it's just like a wonderful Kill Bill kind of thing of just, oh, I finally found you.
I mean,
I'm
they
gonna
said
murder you.
Luke and Leia were the only Jedi, and then we find out there's just so many more Jedi.
Yeah.
So it could
Oh, yeah.
be like Luke thought again the Order was wiped out, but
For sure. And especially if we kind of go, Grogu turned his back on his Jedi training and everything. Maybe he's not putting out the Force. I don't know how it works. I'm not a Jedi. But
that's not how the Force works.
that's not how the Force works. I think it makes sense to wrap this show up, though. I think it would be a really beautiful send-off to give it a movie. And it feels backwards to do a film and then go back to television for your main characters.
Yeah, I agree. But I got to point this out. One of our live viewers, Kane Legion, I would sign off on right away. Grogu gets John Wicked. What if the whole Mandalorian movie, it like starts with somebody killing Grogu, and the whole rest of the movie is a thoroughly pissed off Mandalorian out on a pure revenge mission to take out like an entire crime syndicate. I don't know if it's Black Sun or whatever. They're just going to go out and take out an entire crime syndicate and hold them all accountable for the death of Grogu. They'll never do that, but I'd be all for it. Sign me up for that.
You'd have to switch it up, though, because we've already seen Pedro go on a rampage to protect his adopted child. We need Mando to
that's
get
true.
got, and we need
Yep.
Grogu to like Sith choke everyone and murder a whole bunch of people.
That's how he goes to the dark
That's
side.
how he goes dark. That's how he goes dark. I don't know. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Acorns. Guys, everybody knows we should be investing our money. That's why it's an important priority to me. But there are several obstacles to getting started. First of all, a lot of people think you need a lot of money to start investing, or that it's complicated, or you need to do a lot of research. Well, our sponsor, Acorns, makes it simple. You see, Acorns makes it easy to start automatically saving and investing in your future. You don't need a lot of money or expertise to invest with Acorns. In fact, you can get started with just your spare change. Acorns recommends an expert-built portfolio that fits you and your money goals, then automatically invests your money for you. My own experience has been great. See, I actually started using Acorn years ago as kind of a first foot in the door to get started in investing. I set up the automatic deposits, and before you knew it, every couple of weeks I'd check in on it and watching my money grow. It was fantastic. So guys, head to acorns.com/Campea or download the Acorns app to start saving and investing for your future today. Client testimonial. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/Campea. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this report? Again, we cannot attest to its validity. It's coming from a source that has been right many times, wrong sometimes, so maybe it's true or not. But just for the sake of fun discussion, if it is real, I actually think it would make a common sense move for Lucasfilm. I think it would be a good thing for them to do it, and it would tell me they're putting all their energy and effort into making a great movie and not just a commercial for a Disney Plus series. Maybe you look at it differently. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.